Welcome back to The Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. I don't know if you saw it, but I did because, well, it was my show. We did tape recently taped the very first Price of Business television show, which aired on the Biz Television Network. 38 million homes, coast to coast, New York City, Los Angeles, California, and many destinations in between. Like I said, roughly one-third of the country. We had a lot of fun, and it was, it was good, and we're looking forward to making it better. I just recently got some great confirmations. Mark Skousen, who is the founder of Freedom Fest, which happens in Las Vegas. It's like the Libertarian Geek Festival that happens annually, and it looks like I'm going to probably be attending this year. I understand that July is a good time of the year to be in Las Vegas.
If you like face-melting heat.
Yeah.
If you like feeling like you're in a blast furnace. If you like having sweat pour out of every gland of your body, including your tear ducts. Yes, it's a wonderful time of year to be in Las Vegas.
So I won't really be crying. I'll just be melting.
No, it's a bad time of year for vampires, but I think you'll be okay.
And, these guys, free market guys tend to be pretty frugal. And so they may have chosen July because they could get it for a song, because no other reasonable group would choose July.
Not true.
No?
It's incredibly popular in the summer months because people have vacation time. It's
True.
It's absolutely Las Vegas is one of those places that is very busy all year long.
Yeah.
So no, I actually went for my birthday many years ago in August. I was there on the hottest day of the year, and it was 116 degrees.
Did you have fun?
I did. Had a wonderful time.
Because it was dry heat, kind of like hell.
No, yeah. I whenever somebody says it's dry heat, let them know, is your oven considerably, more pleasant to be in because it's a dry heat? No. So it's a blast furnace to the face when you walk out of the very air-conditioned rooms, the very air-conditioned casinos, the very air-conditioned lobbies, and you walk out into the 117-degree heat. And by the way, wear lots of sunscreen because it reflects off the street, and it will cook your face, literally, in a matter of moments. So there you go.
Well, we got Mark Skousen coming on the program. Congressman Steve Stockman is going to be coming on the show.
Yeah.
And he's going to be
a lot of fun.
He's always a lot of fun.
Oh, my goodness. Steve Stockman is a riot, so that's great.
He is.
It'll be good to see him again.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have... and I've already mentioned my friend Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, going to be coming on again. And we're working on a couple of presidential candidates. Right now, they're in crunch time. Some of them practically don't want to do interviews because of how bad their situations become.
You guys could have a show together, you and Robert Kiyosaki. You could call it Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He's the rich dad,
and
you're the poor
poor
dad. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah. Well, you're lucky the radio light's actually on. I climb over the stable and slap you around a little bit. But no question about it. I think Robert has a couple of more zeros after his worth than I do on my balance.
He's awesome. He's been on the show a bunch of times, and the guy is he's brilliant.
He's brilliant. And he's so frustrated, and I think that's why he likes to do my show, because financial ignorance is so pervasive in our culture, and he's so used to dealing with people who don't understand.
Right.
And, you heard him on the show. He likes talking to me because I kind of get it. Well, I've read all of his books, so that helps me a little bit.
Right. Absolutely. And you actually buy into the notions that he professes, which, it's hard not to when you hear what he said. I mean, the whole notion of what kids are taught in school and not taught in school about money, it's like, hey, why don't we teach kids something that they really are going to need through life, and they don't do that. So he'll have a lot to talk about, no doubt.
People with money aren't teaching kids about making money.
That's right.
They're learning from people, and don't get me wrong, I got great friends who are school teachers. I love them. They do great stuff. But if you think your kids are going to get what they need on how to make money, you're so wrong. And the system out there is really geared towards making people comfortable with whatever economic status they're in, or to be kind of like, it doesn't matter, I can't change things anyway. That's what's kind of taught, so be comfortable in your low income
financial
or your middle class.
Yeah.
Don't rock the boat. We have a societal boat. We don't want you rocking the societal boat. And I say, you know what? I say dump the boat and do your own future, pursue your own future. And you need to re-educate yourself in order to do that. That's why me getting someone like Robert Kiyosaki on the show, on the TV show, is so important.
You know what happens when you have a boat?
What?
And it's in the water.
What?
And it starts sinking.
Mm.
You have to bail it out.
That's right.
That's what the economy is. It's all about bailouts.
And you don't want your kids needing you to bail them out when you're in their 30s and their 20s.
That's right.
The objective is to get them out of your home, not permanently in your home, either figuratively or literally.
That's right.
And with the situation with millennials, who have largely given up, the millennials have largely given up. I can't tell you how many people I know in their late 20s and early 30s who are living with mom and dad.
You know why?
A lot of it is because the government has literally eliminated opportunity for them. A lot of it has to do with that. But a lot of it has to do with what they've learned society-wise and what their parents have permitted with creating this entitlement culture.
That's where I was going to go, is the parents let them.
Yeah.
The parents encourage it, And so there's all that going on. The thing about Robert Kiyosaki is he's disruptive.
Yeah,
and you like that.
I do like that.
So it's going to be fun to have him on the show.
He's contrarian, and I like contrarian too.
Yeah.
So for us, for example, with like our kids, our kids are doing one or two things. They're either going to school full time in our house, or they're paying us rent, and I charge them pretty close to market rent. So guess what? They leave because they'd rather not have mom and dad rules wherever they're paying rent.
Don't you have like 27 kids?
No, that's just a rumor. I have only 8.
Oh, just 8.
Just
okay.
8.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 boys and 1 girl.
It's enough.
It's more than enough. It's a blended family for those who are scratching your head in awe or confusion. I'm usually confused. 7 boys, 1 girl, but there's only 2 left now.
Whoa.
They're all
1 girl?
up.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for her, man.
Oh, it was pretty rough for the 7 boys, though, too. She held her own.
Wow.
Yeah, she's spunky.
Well, I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep. And so, I'm even a grandpa now. Became a grandpa in 2014.
You're an old man, aren't you?
I'm an old man. Age is just a number, and I feel younger than I felt in decades. So.
That's awesome.
And so it all comes down to living, and I'm just blessed. I get to do cool stuff like interview people like Robert Kiyosaki.
And have a TV show.
And having a TV show, and having a great web platform like US Daily Review, and we're going to have our first TV show rebroadcast, on usdailyreview.com and priceofbusiness.com. So those who missed it will be able to get it. But I do want to hear from people. Guest suggestions, again, kprice at priceofbusiness.com.
There you go.
Way to do it. All right.
We go.
When we come back, we're going to have more for you. If you want to remind you, best content here does show up over there at usdailyreview.com. And this is The Price of Business.
Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche, another